everyone, welcome back to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved. Today we're here on the island, and to get things started off, I'd like to construct this little shore base. And I'd like to do this so that we have an outpost of sorts, and I've also moved all of our aquatic mounts over to this little inlet because I believe they should be much safer residing here than where we had them previously positioned at our little beach bungalow. But I suppose this little inlet should provide a much safer location for them. And it will also be a nice place to set up a small base of operations where we can have a fabricator and a respawn point and storage as needs be. And we can use the fabricator if we need to repair scuba gear. Unfortunately, we aren't quite high enough level to unlock scuba gear. I believe that's at level 81, and I think we are currently level 77 if I'm not wrong. So just a few more levels and we should be able to get into scuba. However, I still would like to traverse the ocean today, and the next best thing besides scuba is Lazarus chowder. So to cook Lazarus chowder, we're going to need our cooking pot and some cooked meat, some of the long grass, the potatoes, narcotics and berries, and then of course, as with all cooking pot recipes, the water source. So we're going to cook some Lazarus chowder, and what this does is it allows your oxygen consumption to slow down, so we'll be able to stay underwater for much longer, and I believe we're going to cook 3 of them. That should suffice for our purposes today. Each one lasts 15 minutes, so 45 minutes underwater should be plenty of time to accomplish our main objective today, and that is I would like to try and tame a Plesiosaur. And they reside at the very bottom of the ocean, so it can be rather treacherous. However, we are going to take our 2 megalodons we tamed last time and hope for the best. So let's consume our first of our 3 chowders and swim down, and we'll look around to see if we can find a decent level Plesiosaur. And we should have plenty of trank arrows to knock them out. Unfortunately, underwater you cannot use your rifle, so we can't use trank darts, but we can still use our crossbow, and that should be fine for a Plesiosaur. There is I believe a trank or a narcotic harpoon, but I didn't really look into that, so we're just going to stick with the trank arrows today, and hopefully that will work fine. There is this Plesiosaur down here. Level 108 isn't terrible. It might be a good future water mount to keep in mind. But today I really would like to go after a Plesiosaur because they are quite fast, and they also do decent damage in battle. There seems to be only a low level, level 8, up around this bend here. We might actually kill this one just to get rid of it, but I would like to see how much damage it does to our sharks, because to tame one of these, I kind of want to let them just gnaw on our sharks while we trank it. There seems to be a second one. Let's see this level as well. Level 36, that's definitely not terrible. In fact, I think we might go for that level 36. I have looked around for quite some time now, and level 36 seems to be the best there is. So we're going to pull them up to the ocean barrier, and that's just a certain depth where the Plesiosaurs will not go above, and it looks like we've reached that. I believe this is the level 36. Yes, so let's chase him down and begin tranking him. I don't know how many tranks he'll take. I haven't tamed too many Plesiosaurs, so we'll just see how this goes and hope for the best here. The main strategy we're going to use is just try and keep him at this depth barrier, and that way if he does decide to attack us and we're getting bloodied, we can always just swim above it, and it should prevent us from getting killed. However, our sharks are fairly high in health and tanky, so I wouldn't imagine that we'll need to utilize that, so we should be able to leave them on passive and let this Plesiosaur gnaw on them while we trank him. However, I think the other Plesiosaur is coming back, or could be a Megalodon or a Manta. I believe it's a Megalodon. He shouldn't do too much damage as long as he's not incredibly high level. We should be able to just let him eat our sharks while we tranquilize this Plesiosaur, and then we can kill that other Megalodon as soon as we have this Plesiosaur tranked out. However, we are going to need to surface soon, and before we run out of oxygen, and it might not be a terrible idea to consume another chowder soon, just to prevent us from drowning. I don't want to get caught off guard not having the chowder. Let's surface real quick, however. I believe the Plesiosaur is running away from Torpor, so let's hurry and grab a few breaths of oxygen, and then dive back down and finish tranquilizing him. Both our sharks seem to be fine. Neither of them seem bloodied whatsoever, so I do believe they should be fine for the rest of the tranquilizing, especially considering the Plesiosaur is running away from us now. And it looks like he actually has gotten himself stuck on the map border here, which is actually quite fortunate for us. That is sort of the perfect scenario. However, I do believe that was a late hit, unfortunately. That will affect his taming effectiveness. Hopefully not a lot, but that is a little unfortunate. Let's quickly deal with this other Megalodon, however. I just am curious how much that late shot affects his taming. I can't imagine it will do too much to hurt it, but we will most likely lose a couple levels. And I don't particularly want to wake him up again and shrink him, just because that could enable him to escape. So I do believe we are just going to tame him as is, and accept that we unfortunately did hit him late. I do believe this should be enough fish meat to tame him, and I'm fairly certain that plesiosaurs prefer fish meat. As with most aquatic mounts, I do believe that is their preferred meat. Of course, there is prime fish meat, but we're going to stick with this because we have already messed up his taming effectiveness, which is fine. We still did get 15 levels, tamed out to level 51, and I believe the best name for our first plesiosaur would be Nessie, because they are sort of a Loch Ness monster. So let's have everyone follow us, and we need to quickly surface before we run out of oxygen. But then we can go back to our shore base and craft Nessie a saddle, and then we can try riding them around for a little bit, and I can show you why they are such a great ocean mount. Soon we will be able to get them a platform saddle as well, which will be nice for having a little mobile underwater base. But in the meantime, we will stick with their regular saddle, and the reason I wanted to tame one of these plesiosaurs is because they're quite fast, faster than an ichthyosaur, that is, while also being able to deal decent damage, comparable to a megalodon. So it should provide us with a suitable means to explore the ocean. And I do just like them. I think they are kind of fun to ride around on. So anyway, I do believe we are going to leave the video off here, however. So I hope everyone did enjoy. I definitely had fun taming our plesiosaur today, and I'll see everyone later. Goodbye.